I woke up like this. I woke up like this. Recording. Dumb shit. I recording this. I woke up like this. Recording. Dumb shit. Oh, okay. Anyways. Well, hello, guys.
Hello. Good morning.
Oh my god. Damn, whoa. Your voice is... your voice was getting kind of raspy. It's a little raspy, huh? It's about to make me act up.
You know, my morning voice, that's how I get the bitches.
The hoes. You know, I peep game. Anyways, welcome guys, and welcome back to
Dumb
with your host, and Melissa. And honestly, we don't really got direction this week because fuck it, we're just gonna talk.
No, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. So we're just gonna. As I always say, I feel like those are usually like the best ones.
I mean, honestly. Podcasts are meant for people to just be talking, huh? Like, there doesn't really gotta be directions.
Yeah,
it doesn't really have to be a vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yes, that's what we're gonna do. So let's start. Melissa, how was your week?
My week. Oh my gosh. It was a pretty good week. I got really fucked up the other day because it was my friend's birthday, which we're celebrating this weekend. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Gabby, you're supposed to do the ooh with me. Anyways.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. What are you doing? Oh, ooh.
Anyways. So
no, yeah, I'm like old now. I'm gonna be out.
We're going outside tonight. But anyways, I got fucked up. Me and my two other roommates, we killed a whole bottle of tequila. I was drunk as a dick. It was a good time though. And I like being able to get fucked up in my own place.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's like there's nothing better.
Like I just can go to my bed, which I didn't end up going. It was a whole, I was that fucked up. But hey, it's my own home. I can do whatever I want in my own place.
I love it. Like honestly, I like going out, but also like just being able to like stumble over to my bathroom, wash my face real quick, and get in my bed
is unmatched.
And there's nothing like it.
It's unmatched. And I feel like I don't miss, like, if I would, like, be throwing up because I drank too much, and my parents are like, were you throwing up last night? Like, mind your business. Like, like, oh my god, mind your business.
You have to worry about that stuff.
It'd be all of my business. Like, yes, and I was. Anyways, what about you, Gabby? What was your week like?
Oh my gosh. I just been super busy, like, figuring a bunch of stuff out, but, I mean, it wasn't, like, a bad week or anything. Yeah, I've just been really busy.
Figuring what out? Oh, you're moving out. Is that stuff?
Yeah. Just like moving stuff and all of that, figuring that stuff out. So yeah, it's been a lot, but I mean, I'll be fine. I'm fine. But yeah. And what else? Yeah, just like figuring that shit out. I'm just so ready to be drunk at this point. I don't know.
This weekend, oh my gosh, look, I have your shot glass waiting for you.
Oh my gosh, you really got it?
I told you I would get it.
Would I tell you I would be there at 8?
Just to be like, I'm ready.
Like, I don't want to see nobody.
Like, let me get my shot.
It looks so cute. I'm so excited.
It has this little, like, sleeve on it, and it has little writings on it.
I freaking love shot glasses. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I don't know if any other dummies are, like, moving right now, but it's kind of stressful. So, I don't know if y'all can relate to that. I don't know what y'all are doing, but the market is awful.
It is? Oh, like to find a place?
Yeah, I would say it's harder on your own than with multiple people, only because I have a roommate now. But I think it's harder on your own only because of, like, income stuff, like how much you have to make for your apartment.
You have to...
with one person than if you were splitting it between another person or two other people or whatever.
I know, because, like, my friend, she's looking for her own apartment, and she's been doing that for a while, so I feel like she's struggling...
It's honestly because I was talking about it with my mom and even like with my friend Rachel, and they're like, oh, like, yeah, you'll find, like, there's so many apartments. I'm like, y'all, but like log on and there's not, like, they are like, and I did some stuff yesterday and Rachel came with me, like I visited a couple places and she was like, oh, like, you're right. She was like, I get it.
It's hard.
This is insane.
So are you trying to expand where you're looking?
Yeah, I mean, I've never really been super specific. I've always kind of been like, it doesn't
Georgia
really. I've had an area that I kind of wanted, but like I always was looking everywhere. So yeah, I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm hoping some stuff gets worked
Have
out.
you checked? Do you want to stay in the Beaufort? I mean, in the Gwinnett area, because Beaufort has some nice places. I've heard.
Yeah, I looked there. Yeah, it's been
for dummies that don't know what we're talking about. Yeah, we're talking.
Yeah, that's like I did look there and stuff. So yeah, it's a bunch of stuff up in the air. But I mean, I'll be fine. But dummies, if you are also moving and you're stressed, you are not alone. The shit that these apartments require, especially when most people make minimum wage, is like
it's not very doable. I don't think for most people.
It's not at all. There was just like a study published that Atlanta is one of the worst places to live for people making anywhere near minimum wage, which is most people.
Most people.
Yeah. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. But yeah, I'll be fine. Everything always works out. It is
it'll work out. But it's like, it makes sense why you're stressed, because it's like, when is it gonna work out? I get that. I feel that.
Yeah, but I'll be fine. But yeah, so yeah, I'm ready to get fucked up.
Dude, you know what happened to me recently? And the only reason I don't put dates on these things is because, just in case, I don't want anybody to, whatever. I was talking to this guy, and we were hanging out, and it's a guy that, I don't know, we're hanging out. And then he, in our conversation, casually, like, we're just talking about, like, people, like, from college, like, just random people. And he brings up my other ex. And I said, like, I had to act like I did it. And it was funny because it's like, not even, I wouldn't call this person my ex, but it's the last nigga that hurt my feelings. And he brought up the last nigga that hurt my feelings, and I had to act like I was like, oh, who is that?
Oh my god, literally, as big as that school is, it's so small.
Like, he was like, yeah, we would hang out. And I was like, oh, Lord, my Jesus Christ. Like, why do I? What is going on? Like, leave me alone, that last nigga. Leave me alone!
No, yeah.
I've been doing that all morning. I was just screaming because I'm like, what is going on?
It's just so funny how, like, people would, like, randomly just, like, pop up, like, their, not even their presence, like, their name, or, like, and this world is so fucking small.
I can't escape him, bro. I'm trying, and I can't escape him because we have mutual friends, and we have all this stuff. Like, bro, leave me the fuck alone, and never, I don't ever want to see your face again. Okay, that's me. No, I'm being a little dramatic, but...
I get like that too. I'm like, literally never speak to me again. I don't want you anywhere. Like, sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna move away and just like never speak, like, just
like, I completely understand why people would literally, like, they pick up, like, when they have really bad, like, breakups and stuff, why they pick up their whole lives and just bounce. Because, bitch, I get it. Like, you don't want anything that has to do with anybody. And this not even a breakup. So it's like, imagine if I had a really bad breakup. Like, I get it why people pick up.
Even, especially, like, if they're intertwined with, like, your friends or, like, your work or something, like, I would definitely, especially since now lately I've been thinking about, like, just picking up and moving, like, and stuff like that. I'm like, any one thing could, like, trigger me, and I'm
like, I will leave this whole state, so don't even.
Yeah, which is honestly, like, it's so weird because I just had that, like, not epiphany, but, like, in the past, like, month, I've been like, wait, I really want to look into, like, moving out of the state soon.
Why not now?
So that's exciting. Because I have to finish my last year.
I forgot. You're in fucking school.
I spent way too much money to not finish my master's. I
forget that you're in school. Fuck school.
I know, yeah. But I'm looking maybe for, like, when school is done. So that's exciting. I'm really
planning to move out of the state as soon as I can. So.
Yeah. It's been exciting, though, because I'm like, because I've been in Georgia my entire life. Like, born, raised, every single part of it. Like, it is intense. So yeah, but I'm like, oh my god, I could live I don't know why I didn't.
It's like you've been here your whole life. It's like, this is normal, but you're like, wait, I don't have to be here.
Yeah. So that's been a really exciting thought lately. So
I'm planning to move out the state because, like, I wasn't born in Georgia, but I've been in Georgia since I was 7 years old, and I'm 22. Yeah. So it's like, the time's ticking. I gotta go.
and this is like the perfect time, perfect age.
I'm so young. Everything's not set in stone for me yet. I'm not married. I don't have kids. I don't have a set career. I can just go. Time. I can just go and do whatever I want right now. So I'm gonna go do whatever I want.
Yeah, literally. And sometimes and the only thing that would, like, not hold me back that I would think about is, like, leaving, like, friends or whatever. But I'm like, honestly, like, it's okay. No, like, literally. I'm like, it's okay. Like, you know, you think about that stuff. Like, okay, well, what about this and that? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Like, whatever.
Because it does make me sad. Like, there's some people that are like, oh, we won't be able to hang out like normally, or we can't do what we normally do.
Yeah.
But also, that's just life, and you have to just adjust your friendships, I guess. You know, a friend, like, for example, like, you hang out with Rachel a lot, maybe you just have to turn into phone calls a lot. Or, you know, stuff like that, you know? I don't know. Adjustments.
So, that should be very interesting. But yeah, that's been a thought recently, so we'll see what happens.
But
got any trips planned?
Honestly, yeah, I do. So, guys, hey guys, what's up?
Like literally, like you know, like got any trips planned?
Hey, you got any? How's the weather?
Because I do too. Like,
no, you first.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think a couple weeks ago, maybe even a month ago at this point, I booked a cruise.
To where?
For December. It is to Cozumel, Mexico, the Cayman Islands. It's like 5 days.
Where you going?
I'm going with my best friend Rachel, her husband, and then my other close friend Ronnie.
Oh, wow.
Super exciting. I've never been on a cruise. I've really even fucking traveled. So yeah, I'm in the process of getting my passport, and I'm like, this is so wild.
Dude, my passport picture is fucking disgusting, but I didn't care enough to retake it, so.
No, yeah. Oh my ID picture is so bad, and I didn't care. I just like ordered a new ID. I didn't even like go.
Me either. I didn't take a new picture either. Cause I was like, fuck it. And then my IDs now is just like me as 15, 16. Like, no, yeah,
it's like baby.
I feel like that's so funny. Everybody has like the youngest version of themselves on their license because we just be lazy. Like, I'll keep that picture forever.
Yeah, who's going up there?
Because
going up, and then
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh. No, because like who's going up there though, and like doing all that at the when you can literally just do it online and it costs me money.
They're rude over there. Like, I'm not trying to be over there. And like, I think it's funny though because like at my job, you know, we have to take in people's licenses and like we'll scan in their licenses and we'll see their picture. Then I look up at them, I'm like this is not what you look like anymore.
Oh my gosh!
Like this one lady, she looks so healthy or whatever in her license. I looked up, like she walked out of her room to ask a question, and I was terrified looking at her. I was like, "Oh my god, you don't even look like this picture, bro. Like this is not okay."
Oh my gosh, I like looking at people's like birthday on their license.
You know, now that I have my my job, like I can see everybody's information. I can see their birthdays, so it's funny because I can see like these people's signs, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, like." I know your sign.
When I worked in this like testing center, I would like look at I would be like, oh, like you're, oh my god, like close to my birthday, whatever. And then when I was at the mental hospital, and I would like look at the kids, and I would try to think in my head like, what's the like the zodiac sign that I see the most in here and stuff like that. So
you do your own thinking, but it was funny because like this was one patient, he was being such a dickhead. Like we don't. Okay, so random side note about my job, we don't do walk-ins. I work at a dental office. We don't do walk-ins. So when people just walk in, they're like, I need an appointment now. Like we don't. Like relax, we don't do that. But and why are you entitled just because you're in pain? Like everybody else in here is in pain too, you know, like whatever. And this guy was being such a dickhead, whatever. And then I look at his sign and I was like, I'm not even shocked by what it is. He was a fucking Taurus, and I said, oh, Taurus men. Taurus men to me, I'm just like, ugh, like they make me like my whole body go inwards like this.
Yeah, I still haven't met one that I fucked with.
They're annoying to me. I don't know. Maybe it's like a Taurus clashing of energy, but.
Oh, for sure. I find other Pisces annoying. Like
I think it's also like Taurus men, they're very like, I'm alpha, but Taurus women are alphas as well, baby. So they don't like that shit. They don't like that we are like,
it's a clash.
It's a clash. But no, I'm going to Dominican Republic in September for my mom's birthday.
That's so fun.
Because they're going for a whole month. And I was like, well, I can't do that. I have to work. So I was like, I can go for a week. So I'm going for a week, the week of my mom's birthday, which is, you know, Virgo season. And I'm very excited. She invited my best friend to come too. So, because it's her birthday too. So my mom was like, yeah, right down. Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun.
So it's we're about to be lit up in Dominican Republic for a week. And I'm excited. I haven't seen my grandma in a hot minute, so.
Oh yeah, that'd be so fun. I haven't seen my grandma
in a hot minute.
Yeah, I love that. I think I'm like more open. I want to maybe. I mean, I'm moving, so probably not. But like thinking of maybe doing like one more thing before the year ends, before my cruise or something. Yeah, I'm just like I don't know. I'm like, this is so fun to like. Literally, we just like sit on the phone, like me and the like Rodney and Rachel or whatever, and like look through everything. And it's so exciting. And I'm like, this is
planning is so fun. Going to trip is so fun. Like doing things is so fun, and doing things like I don't know. Like I think I really want to go to soon because it's like maybe a cheaper trip. I want to go like find hot springs somewhere in America and like
I was looking at that too. I will like in my mind plan trips as like a cope. Like I like to cope, or like if I'm bored or
it's
something,
fun.
Like, I will plan. It's so fun looking at like I've been looking at like just a bunch of stuff, New Orleans maybe or something. I don't know.
I like New Orleans. I want to go back so I can have like what are those pastries called again?
Oh,
beignets. I want one so bad.
They're so good. There's just one place that makes really good ones. I know it's not New Orleans, but they make good ones. It's like in Alpharetta.
No, because like when I went, I had a jambalaya that was, oh my god, it was so good. And then I had okay. Honestly, I travel for food. Like I love food, so it's like when I think about the places I'm going to, I always think about what I can eat when I'm there. Yeah, so that's why I'm excited to go to DR because I haven't had some of my foods in a while. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's so exciting.
I'm so excited.
I love that.
Anyways, that's the traveling I got going on. But really, I really want to try to squeeze in a lot of mini trips before DR and then some trips after DR. I really want to go to Mexico, but that's probably going to be like an end of the year, like December type of trip. Which I heard that's the best time to go. So that's a good time that your cruise. Cause I heard.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I was like, I was looking at all this stuff, like, oh, that's a good time to go, and like,
yeah, because like in the summer,
like,
it's like, cool. Yeah, it's like better in the winter. I don't know, different seasons. Yeah.
And so I've never been out of the country or anything. I've barely traveled, so I'm like, and my mom doesn't even have her passport. So I was trying to ask her. She's like, I don't know, like we don't. And like she thinks it's so cool that like I'm doing this and like I'm like young and I'm like traveling because like she never did, and like. We never did, and so she thinks it's like so cute, and she's like, "Oh my gosh!" Like so it's fun, it's exciting. So we'll see what happens. I try to encourage my
parents to travel more because I'm like, okay, at this point, y'all don't got nothing holding you back. Like, all of your kids are of big ass ages, and I'm their baby, and I'm 22. You know, so it's kind of like, and I don't live with them, so it's like,
oh, that's so true.
I was trying to explain to them because all they only travel to the Dominican Republic, and I was like, guys, like, I get it, that's where your family's at, but they keep saying they want to do this, that, and the third, but they're not planning it, and I'm like, you only got one life to live, and you don't know when it's gonna be taken away. Y'all gotta start living a little more, and y'all gotta start doing things. I'm probably just gonna actively. Next time I go over, I'm like, let's sit here and let's all plan this together. So it's like,
no, that'd be so cute.
Because I know, like my dad, he's like hesitant because he has health issues, so he has to like do a whole thing before he goes anywhere. But I'm like, there's a lot of places that we could figure it out, like dialysis.
Like, it's, like, accessible.
Dialysis, there's a lot of places that have dialysis. Not all places, and I understand that, but a lot of places, though. Especially in America.
Yeah. And, I mean, you're, like, you're diligent enough to, like, check and make sure wherever you're going.
Yeah, so it's like, and I'll figure something out, because they've been wanting to go to Vegas, them as, a little old group, them old.
So cute.
I'm like, y'all need to go to Vegas. Which, I want to go to Vegas. I want to go to Vegas.
I want to go to Vegas. I literally had, a trip planned to go when I graduated my undergrad. And I graduated college, like, let's fucking go. And then COVID, I couldn't go, and I was so sad.
This thing, 2020 was my year.
My mom wants to go to Vegas with me.
2020 was my year of wilding out.
I literally, I think my mom wants to go to Vegas with me, though, but her same health problem, so I kind of want to give her some time, but I really want her to travel too. I want to plan a trip with her. I feel like,
y'all are getting old. I'm sorry, it's the truth, and y'all need to experience things that you never got to experience.
Yeah, and I think it's fun. Like, I think my mom just deserves to have more fun. I'm like,
that's how I feel, bro.
Like, our parents, like, you worked your ass off. You gone through so a lot. You've done everything. Like, you deserve to go have some fun. So I've kind of been mentioning that to my mom. Like, I think she should, like we should actually really look into, like, this Vegas thing that she wants to do, or, like, look into something.
Like, let's do something, like, live.
Because I'm like, bitch, hop in your wheelchair and let's
ride.
Vegas is a strip, isn't it? It's a strip.
You can roll that down the strip. That ain't no problem.
No, yeah, and she doesn't even need, but that bitch, she tries to walk too much, and I'm like, no, girl, when you're with me, you're sitting down.
You don't gotta walk. You don't gotta walk when you with me. That's kind of beautiful.
No, yeah, I'm like, listen, Mom, you don't gotta walk when you with me.
I feel like that's some shit some, like, corny nigga would say, hey, you don't gotta walk when you with me. Like, okay, what do you mean I don't gotta walk?
Oh my god, I'm gonna say
that. No, that's my new pickup line. Oh my god, let's try it tonight. Gabby, I want you to use it on somebody tonight at the bar. Hey, you don't gotta walk when you with me.
Oh my, no, yeah, I'm gonna order a list on my phone, right? And be like, listen, ladies, You don't gotta walk with me. But I'm like,
make sure you cash out me your portion of it. You make sure you send me the money you owe me.
I'm like, cash up, Zell's Venmo.
But you don't gotta walk with me. No, bro.
Oh my god.
So I remember last episode, we had mentioned something at the end. So I feel like I want to talk about it for a little bit. Okay. Is this whole discourse on braids and bonnets?
Oh yeah. Something I still don't understand.
I just want to say, as a bitch, braids. I just noticed when a woman gets braids, like for real, we be feeling like you could tell that girl is the shit because she is. Because she's walking around like she is, and I love it. You know, confidence you feel when you get braids in your hair is unmatched. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like that bitch. So I don't know. These men were like, but we don't like that hairstyle, or it's our least favorite hairstyle.
Like you don't get it. It was like you're not supposed to get it for like
events.
Important.
It's not professional or like. I also saw it's not professional. Like you can't get it for like it was like graduation or some dumb shit or like. Or then I saw a lot of men being like, that's our least favorite hairstyle from women is when you get braids in your hair.
Like, who asked?
First of all, it's one of my favorites, so does it matter what you think?
Yeah, like, who... Literally the only reason... Because I had braids all the time as a kid. The only reason I haven't gotten them as an adult is because I feel like my forehead's too big. That's it. I feel like my head is too big, and I'm like, I don't know how...
Look, I have a big-ass head. And I got fucking feed-in braids, bro, which is like... to my head. So at this point, I think anybody can get braids. I think braids make everybody look like
so hot. That's the thing. I fucking love braids. I just haven't gotten them because I'm like, oh my god, my forehead too big. Like it's about to be very much this. Like make a mind and like, yeah, maybe I will. Why not?
I could see you with like really cute, like small, like the small knotless braids would be really cute on you.
That's literally someone. Who was it? I don't know who I was talking to. Said like knotless or. Something else.
But small, yeah, I think a lot of small ones will look really cool on you.
Right.
That's the vibe I'm getting. That's the energy. I'm just saying, think about it.
Say less. Because the only other people that like I've ever really talked about braids with, besides like, or the only person that makes me think maybe I shouldn't, is our friend Ronnie. Because every time I say I think my head is too big, he just like
okay, but remember, and I'm like, I want to throw back. Remember when I was about to get my braids for the first time? And he was clowning me too. You were too. So
yeah.
Y'all was clowning me. And guess what? It looked good.
Oh, absolutely.
It looked good regardless. So that's the thing. He gonna clown you, but Ronnie. He gonna clown.
No, yeah, Ronnie's right. But like I was like, damn, my head is good. But yeah, so maybe I will. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I've never thought that like for a birthday or whatever, like why can't you get people just find things to talk shit about? I'm like, are y'all okay?
Like that doesn't make sense. These are braids. This is hair. Like, it's just somebody's hair. Like,
and like you have to figure out the reason why you think braids aren't professional. And that's
because when are they not? That doesn't make sense for them to not. I don't know. I feel like it's weird to say any hairstyle is not professional.
There's no, like, come on, like really. So I didn't really see much about that. I just saw like I think a tweet about someone like going back at it, and then like I went to go look. And I was like, the people are really, like, just talking shit about stuff because they're bored, I guess.
No, so my friend on her close friends one time, she was asking people if she should get blonde braids. And I was like, yes, the fuck, whatever. I think every woman, especially black women, with blonde braids. Oh, my God. Well, who else would have braids? But, black women with blonde hair, I mean, in general, like, it just does something to my spirit.
Yeah.
So it's like, anytime, like, a black woman's like, should I get blonde? I'm like, yes. The answer is always yes for me.
Yes.
But, so she was asking about braids, and then she's like, all the people who answered no, she's like, all the guys who answered no were guys. And I was like, interesting.
Of
and then somebody swiped up on it. They were like, it's because we don't like braids. Like, and I was like, does it?
What?
Okay.
But like, you don't like it, so then what? So are you gonna like do my hair? Are you gonna pay for any hair? Like,
you don't like it, so then what? Yeah. What does this mean?
That's like unsolicited opinions with no solution. So you don't like it, and then what? You gonna pay for something else? Are you going to like what? It's just and even with the bonnet one, I just found so funny. I found it funny because everyone know, like, so Monique, I don't know if you know, but like, so Monique, everyone knows who Monique is. She is a comedian, black woman, obviously, and she, I guess, like, went on Instagram and like did a video, by the way, in like a fucking bathrobe,
Like, baby, that's unprofessional. Anyways,
I'm like, currently in the bathrobe, and talking like it was like a PSA, like a sad, scary PSA about like black women wearing bonnets in the airport or something. I'm like, what? I will say, anytime I see a black woman in a bonnet, I know that she is the baddest bitch. Why? Because she's protecting something.
I promise you, I don't think anything of it. Like, I guess, like, I see a woman in a bonnet and I don't give a fuck. It does, because you know why, Gabby? You know why? It has nothing to do with me.
No, literally, I don't.
They're protecting their hairstyle, baby. You want them to fuck up their hair because you don't like looking at a bonnet? Like, speaking of, I lost my bonnet. I don't know where she went. So
the yellow one?
She's somewhere. She's probably she's somewhere. I'll look for her.
No, yeah, mine. Oh my god. But I'm just like, what? Like, if you don't like it, turn your head. Like, I've never understood people being like I don't like what someone's like wearing or what, like, the bond. I'm like, just don't look. Like, no one's making you look.
And why? I feel like people associate people wearing bonnets as being like ratchet or whatever, but it's like, it's just a bonnet. No one says anything when people wear do-rags. And it's also, like, do-rags is a whole fashion statement. Like, what's the fucking difference? A do-rag is a protective thing that people put on their hair. So it's kind of like, that's what a bonnet is. So when did a bonnet be deemed to be unprofessional? Which is all rooted, like I said, the braids, the bonnets, very anti-black, because these are just protective things that black people do for their hair.
And it's always based off of, like, how, like, you know, how white people will see us. It's like, you want to look, it's very much respectability politics, which I hate, and I don't, like, I will never advocate for. And the thing with respectability politics, it is very much the politic of older black people, because that's kind of what I get, that's what you have to do to make it, to survive. You have to be a respectable black person. Mm-hmm. But times have changed. Like, that's not okay. That's not tolerated. Like you're telling someone they need to look a certain way so that white people see the, like, respect them or whatever. But, like, why is that the main goal? Like, you're in an airport. You're in a, like, who cares? Like, it doesn't even matter where you are. But, like, genuinely, like, who cares? Why do you care so much to go and sit in your bathrobe and record a video?
Why is it bothering you so much? Because you're so concerned about how these white people are viewing us. You're so concerned.
Like, why? Who the fuck cares? Like, oh my god, get over it.
Hold up.
God, I didn't think it.
No, it's like, it's like, much. It's all rooted in, like, how are they doing that? They're gonna think we're ghetto. We're gonna blah, blah, blah. Like, well, how do you view yourself? That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And I feel like, Monique, that sounds like, baby, if you don't want to wear that, you don't want to wear your bonnet out, don't. No one's asking you to do that. And just because somebody else is doing it, they're not asking you to do it. That's just them. I feel like people are really concerned about other people constantly, and that's the underlying issues to everything. You're really concerned about what other people are doing.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be. Like, it's just, people just feel way too entitled to talk about what other people are doing, people that they don't even know. Like, they're just so entitled to, like, say their opinions, and, like, but she said it as if she was, like, trying to, like a, you know, auntie, like, you know, trying to help us.
No, baby, this sounds very,
I'm like, girl, like, we don't,
like, you're being weird.
Yeah, it was weird. And I don't, and sometimes I just, like, genuinely, sometimes I will think that I'm, like, dumb, or, like, that Pisces that is, like, always in their own world. But, like, I genuinely, I'm like, this is what y'all think about.
I promise you, I don't look at somebody's hair and think, oh, that's unprofessional. Honestly, when I look at someone's hair and I'm like, it's them Caucasians.
Absolutely.
Because I'd be like, I only try to be like, sis, is when, like, someone's hair just look like, please stop bleaching it. That's
or, like, I don't even know where I'll be, and I'll see, like, a dreadlock, and I'm like, see, no, and it,
like, God. What are you doing to your hair to make it dread up? I'm concerned.
I just feel like, especially, like, black women, like Monique being a black woman, like, why are we holding black women to such high fucking standards? And, like, it's insanity. Like, black women always have to be held to these disgusting standards. and it's just like, it's insanity to me. And I'm like, and if anything, I have way more grace for Black women, and also I don't ever like outwardly like talk about another Black woman's appearance or any woman's appearance. But
I genuinely don't talk about anyone's appearance, a Black woman especially.
Yes,
but yeah.
I just think that's so. Yeah, I'm talking about Black women right now, but like obviously anyone. But like I like there's no reason for me to. Like I who gives a shit?
Because it's almost like I really don't, just because like I understand that everybody else is picking at everything that you are wearing, everything that you're doing, the way you're talking, the way you're speaking, the way you're acting, your attitude, this, that, and the third. I'm not here to judge you, baby, because I feel, and I'm not here because you're just a human being, and you're just having your own experiences, and then everybody's having these expectations on you, and it's like even other people are even like these like it's them older black people, them older black people.
No, yeah, and they wonder why like people don't want to talk like because like Monique reminds me of like I can name multiple women in my family that just like Monique. That, and it's like you wonder why like people don't want to talk to you. Like it's because you're like that. It's just so gross. It's so gross.
My family funny because anytime they say some problematic ass shit, I'll literally call them out right there blatantly for everybody, and then I'm the one. Melissa's too reactive. Okay, well y'all niggas say problematic things.
No, I get that. I'm not like that. Like there was like some drama in my family recently, and I called one of my aunts to ask her what was going on because my sister was telling me about it, and I literally told her, I was like, this is why I don't talk to y'all. I was like, this is why I've fully separated myself, because what the fuck are y'all doing?
What are y'all on?
Like, it is too much. I'm like, you got, like, it's always, Bree doesn't call nobody, Bree doesn't see nobody, Bree doesn't come, like, why do you think? Like, why do you think
like Bree isn't calling, Bree is not up? Why do you think?
The one time your grandma said you ain't, I'm like, why do you think?
I want you guys to think about it, and then we'll get back.
No, yeah, let me, and like, you don't even like this lady. Why do you think I'm not calling her?
You don't even like her, so
wait.
Like, what? It's really, like, beyond to me.
It's like, wait, you don't even fuck with her. So you want me to fuck with her because I have to respect her?
Like, for
you don't even respect her.
It's just so, and people don't realize, like, the effect that, like, family can have on you, and the fact that you are able to separate yourself if you want to.
My foot fell asleep.
I thought you were like airing out your coochie.
No, I mean,
I was like, okay.
Just kidding. Hey, I'm a coochie.
I mean, shit. But yeah, like I don't think people realize like you're allowed to like separate yourself from family. Like it's okay. Like if they're not serving you, like it's just always like respect your elders and whatever. I'm like this elder is mean to me.
This elder is mean to me.
I'm like what?
Hey, healthy boundaries, bro. It's all about boundaries, and you can set boundaries with your family.
No, yeah.
Please, I encourage it. Set boundaries with your family. Set boundaries with everybody in your life.
Everyone.
My own kids, I'll be like, I have a boundary to you. You're only allowed to call me mom from 9. No, just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, boundaries are so important.
Bro, I have literally bruises all over my legs in different ass places, and I don't know what's going on.
I literally last Sunday morning woke up with this bruise on my arm, and I had no idea where it came from.
Dummies, I'm gonna post you a picture. I have this big ass bruise on my leg, and I don't know.
Where do they come from?
I think I was a ghost.
Like, do you remember hitting yourself?
I definitely hit myself very often, but like, I mean, it's the truth. I hurt myself a lot, but it's like, it can't be all from that. I think there's a ghost spitting me up.
Please.
I think that's the only reasonable answer.
Bro, so you know how people like used to like wake up, not used to, but like some people would like wake up with like scratches on them and like shit like that. Like, what do you do? Like that would send me into like a spiral. Like, what the fuck
I woke
do
up
I
with scratches
do?
on me, I'm moving out. What? Or I'm getting somebody to literally bless my home. I'm not playing with this.
Like that shit is scary. People will like stay. They will like think it's like like there's like I'm like, what?
This isn't scratching. Like, okay, you have a little too much access to me at this point. A scratch?
No, like you can
a scratch.
You can like rip my skin open, like it's done.
Oh no! Like okay, like I feel like maybe like a little paranormal is like but a scratch, you could touch me. You could touch me.
Because even with the bruises, it's like, okay, you knocked me.
Yeah, like that could be anything.
You are able, because that means you can cut my throat open.
Basically,
so.
you can scratch me, you can scratch my. That's how I feel, and I can't. You can scratch me. I'm terrified by that.
That is very.
We do
scary.
have a ghost at our apartment. His name is Casper, but Casper doesn't go in my room because I don't let him. Okay, that sounds weird, but no, we are haunted. We have a haunted apartment. I'm almost 100% positive. But I've protected my space, so he's not, like, they're not allowed in this room because my space is my space. And I've made it that, but it's like, I'm almost 100% positive that we have a ghost, bro, because I will literally be showering, I hear someone knocking on the door, and I'm home alone. And we all had our own little Casper. We call him Casper. He probably listening like, oh, I made it on the podcast. Yeah, Casper.
No, but listen, guess what you did with Casper? You said boundaries.
I said boundaries. See, y'all, life lesson is, even with these ghosts, you gotta set these boundaries because he was trying to be all up in my space. And Casper, we don't play like that. I'm not comfortable with you like that, so back up off of me.
Casper's like, I don't fuck with Taurus women, so let me back off.
Casper's definitely an Aries, I think. Or he's a fire sign. He's a Leo.
Oh my, that is scary though. Cause I would. That's something about like living like fully alone. I'm like, if I hear something, I will spend my last on the hotel. I'm nervous. Like, no one else is there. Like, I don't know. I want to live alone one day, but I'm like, that's gonna be a whole thing. I'm a paranoid person. I'm okay with it, but the amount of locks that will be on my shit. Like, I can be nervous. I'd be nervous, and I don't fight back. I will pass out. So what is it? Fight or flight?
Fight or flight.
I don't know. I sleep. I pass out. So,
bro,
it wouldn't work. Oh! There we go. Not tell me about. But did you read that Bachelorette thing?
Oh!
I didn't read it. I only read the little.
Okay, I'm being dramatic.
I only read the little screenshots on Twitter, so I didn't read it. But
I just do a side quick because I listened to her. She has a podcast called Higher Learning with Van Lathan. He used to be in TMZ, so they have a podcast together. So I listened to that. So I also listened to her like talking about it because she was saying how she was kind of upset because they didn't agree on the title that the New York posted, which was like I blew up the Bachelor, and she was like, I don't like you're kind of bringing more hate towards me because everybody hates. Anyways. Yeah, but I read the whole article and it was good. It was juicy. It was good. She basically broke down like, okay, so sorry guys, back note. That means so I'm into the Bachelor stuff, and there was the first black bachelorette named Rachel Lindsay. She's a Taurus, by the way. I just want to put that. Anyway, so she's the first black lead, and being the first black lead in a white show was challenging. Yeah, you said it was very challenging and very weird. And she was basically, so she finally like recently disowned. She like literally took herself off from all. She's not associated with the show at all anymore. Like she had a podcast with the show, and she just like, I'm done. Like this isn't fun to me anymore. I've turned into like this villain. Like y'all all hate me. Like y'all all racist. I'm not about to do this anymore, And it was almost like she tried to be like changing of it, and it just didn't work. So it was like she just broke down her whole experience up to like when she went to casting, when she was on The Bachelor, when she was the Bachelorette. After the show, when the whole Chris Harrison thing because she's okay, so if you guys remember, she's the one that he was all like that interview where basically did you know he's fired? They fired his ass.
I did see that.
Well, I don't know what happened, but he's not working there no more. But he's not the host no more. But I was like, wow, I didn't think they'd do that. But interesting. I mean, they had to. Like what?
It was real bad. Like it was. Nah,
there was nothing else he could like fall back on. I'm sorry, like it couldn't. But I know some of the interesting things that I saw was okay. So I remember back in her season, the way that it was edited was weird. So she ended up the guy that she picked, he was Colombian. I just feel like I should put that. So it was really weird because the way they edited him was like super like Latin like every time he would come in the screen, they would put on like Latin music and. It was weird. Oh my god! Like every time, and then apparently he was like, "I never felt so Latin until I watched the show."
Yeah. Oh my god!
And then they made him like some like Playboy Latin, like I'm a Spanish, like that's what they edited him to be. It was really weird. So it's like when you watch the show, you're really confused on why she picked him. And then her runner-up named Peter, he was this white man, and they edited him to be amazing. Like they even in one of his hometown date because he made it to hometown's final two. literally they brought in these random friends of him that were like 2 black guys and then 2 white women that were in an interracial relationship, and then they were like talking to her, like the 2 white women were talking to her about how it is to be in an interracial relationship, and like that was his hometown date.
Wow.
Yeah, anyways, but then like they edited to him to be like the guy that she really wanted, and then the other guy to be the guy that
is that Pilot Pete?
no, that's see, look, that's them being diverse. They made him the Bachelor because he's half Hispanic and they could write on that. Like, no, that man's a white man. Anyways, his name is Peter. Okay. He wasn't he never was the Bachelor because he was like horrible Bachelor material. Like he was like everybody was confused why she didn't pick him, but he was super like I don't wanna like super like we could just hang out kind of vibe. One of those guys, you know. So it was like, why would she pick him? Like he wasn't.
Yeah. He wasn't giving, and she liked the other guy. Like they was like, and they're married and they're still together. So, anyways, but I love that.
Me too. I love that for them.
I'm gonna look it up.
His name is just look up her page, and her name is Rachel Lindsay. But so she was saying how like so at the end of that, like during the fight, I remember this so clearly because I think this is when the whole Bachelor Nation shifted on her. So because, you know, she was always deemed, like, they wanted her to be they had plans for her to be the lead for a long time because she looked really good on paper. She was a black woman, lawyer, successful, very, you know, like, literally, like, everything. They couldn't have her be, like, they needed her to be a specific black person. So that the audience, and they didn't want to do a black man because they were like, America wasn't ready. Like, okay, she even called out how in Matt James' season, they didn't show him, and they didn't show him have his overnight wake up with the one that he picked. Oh, because she was the one white woman, and they didn't think America was ready for like a black man sleeping with a white woman on national TV.
Insane.
Yeah, but no. So at the end, at the finale, whatever, she done picked her guy, and then they're showing a clip where like the Peter guy, her final 2, was saying how she's gonna have a very mediocre life if she didn't choose him. He said that about her choosing the other guy. So she saw that right before she came on stage. So she was in his face and she was like, well, I'm glad to say that I'm not having a mediocre life and I'm actually having a great, I'm so, like, she just basically said that. She, you know, in my head, I was like, period, sis, like, don't let him, you know, whatever. Yeah. America hated it. To him, they shaped it to be like, they made it seem like she was attacking him. And he was like, this poor man that was heartbroken.
This poor,
and
like,
this was like
innocent white man who just wanted
to love her.
Yeah, and you know, she, God forbid, she rejects a white man that wants her. Like, he wants her. Like, why? Like, he's so progressive. So
from that point on, they flipped her to be this like villain because she's always very vocal about things that are wrong in the series. And they hated her, and I'm really glad that she wrote that. It was like a tell-all. I suggest anyone to read it. It was very, like, very, very, it was really good. It was really good. It was long, but it was worth the read. And the show is just problematic, and I'm really happy that she got away from it. And she's doing bigger things. Like, she's on Extra right now. She has her own podcast. She write a book. Like, I'm for her. I follow her on Instagram. Like, she's one of my favorite, like, people takeaways from Bachelor Nation. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
And
as far as you know, has anyone like in Bachelor Nation like commented on it?
So
or,
I don't really
supported her.
I don't
on
really keep
it
up with most people in Bachelor Nation. The only other people that I keep up with is this other podcast. They're called Chatty Broads, and like one of them, she was in The Bachelor, and I just like her a lot. She's half white, half Mexican, but I like her a lot because she's very vocal and very like she'll say stuff.
Yeah,
and so that she would obviously they came out and were like really supportive of the article, but I haven't really looked into other Bachelor Nation because I don't really care what they have to say.
Yeah.
So
I just didn't know if like they ever like because it sounded like a huge article, so I didn't know if this was like a big thing or like it like
was
how people
big.
Were
it was a
to
big
it,
thing.
So,
Like it was a big thing, but I don't really know because I haven't been keeping up with a lot of Bachelor people because I'm just tired of all of them.
Well, and once you like really find out like how all this shit like works, it's like it's so hard to watch.
It's really hard to watch. It's like it's good TV, I'm not gonna lie, but there's some weird stuff.
Are you watching?
Oh, yeah, I'm watching
right
new
now?
season, and like it's juicy. I'm not gonna lie.
I saw like a TikTok clip or something, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, it was like all the men like unionizing or something. It was the funny, and like this one guy walked in like a shirt. And then, like, the other guy was on the couch in that same shirt, and they thought it looked like the same person. It was like this. I don't know.
I feel like these men look really bland to me. Like this season, like all of them are like really bland looking, but the drama is fucking good. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like, this last episode, I was like, "Fuck, this is good. This season's about to be crazy."
Oh my god, I love that.
I love that I don't have to see Chris Harrison's face anymore.
Who is it now?
For this season, they have 2 of the old bachelorettes hosting it. So
okay.
One named Tasha, one named Caitlyn, and they're like really popular bachelorettes because, well, the Caitlyn one, it was interesting because her season, she got so much hate because she was sex positive and she had sex with somebody before the finale. You know, she had sex with one of the people and they hated her for it. They made her feel like they were slut shaming her. They made her feel so horrible because she had sex like a normal human being.
That's insane.
Yes, they literally didn't even like. They didn't let her be on Dancing with the Stars, like shit like that. Like ABC hated her too. It was really weird. So finally, it was really nice because recently she got to be finally on Dancing with the Stars, like this last season, and she won. And she won.
Cute.
Yeah, wow. Or did she win? No, I'm pretty sure she did win. But I was like, that's fucked up. Like they weren't even letting her, and that's funny because they let the Bachelor after her be on Dancing with the Stars. This show is Bachelor ABC. They're some interesting people over there.
It sounds very interesting. And like this is only what we know, like what they've been willing to like tell us or what we found out. Like there's probably so much
fucked up shit.
More. Oh my
so much fucked up shit. Like so much fucked up shit. Like I remember so the other Bachelor person I keep up with, she was like, yeah, I remember though in my season there was like a whole case happening because production had this thing because the sexual assault thing was happening with like production, like producers, like some weird shit happened.
Oh.
And like things that are kept swept under the rug, like,
Why do I feel like I heard something about this?
That was a different thing. The thing that you probably are hearing about because there was a big thing that happened in one of the Bachelor in Paradise seasons where one of the contestants got really, really drunk.
Oh,
and some weird stuff happened between her and another contestant. And then production was like, this feels weird or something. I don't know. They didn't actually tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I just know it got weird. And then it also became a whole race thing because he was a black man, she was a white woman. It was really a lot of layers. I can't even like look into it too much. Like there's a lot of stuff that we don't know. And I don't know. It got weird.
That sounds
because it almost feels like everybody in Bachelor Nation knows something that I don't because they're very like something's weird about this situation. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. What's that girl's name? I recently was on her Instagram for some reason. Becca?
Which one?
She's so not. She's like
with the
one with the K. She has like 2 kids.
Her. She's the one that has 2. Becca. She's the chatty broad. I love her. Like she's cool to me.
Oh yeah, she's
very like honest, and I like that. Like she's super like this is how I feel. Y'all are all part of it. I just like her. Like she's cool. Like
she's cool. Yeah, I recently like looked on her Instagram
and her kids are cute.
And I was like, wait, like she's cool. Yeah, her kids are
adorable. Yeah, I follow her. She's like another.
Gosh. But she seems like really cool. So I was like, oh, she does have that.
Yeah,
podcast.
So she's the other Bachelor person I keep up with. Really, it's just her and Rachel, and then the Tasha because she's pretty. So I just follow her.
Okay.
Yeah, but
love that. I mean, yeah, literally.
Her, but yeah, and she black too. So I just like the black people Bachelor Nation. Okay. I feel like they're better than this show, and I support them.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I believe it.
But anyways,
oh my gosh,
I feel like we can wrap it up.
Oh yeah. So yeah, dummies, that was I honestly don't mind chatting. Like I don't know. I didn't mind this at all. But we hope that you all loved it, liked it. Just a little chatty episode. So make sure that you all follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe to us on YouTube at Dumb Shit Pod. Unless you want to spell it. DUMBSHITPOD. Make sure you share this with every single one of your friends, family, whoever. Play this shit on any streaming platform that you listen to podcasts on because we're on all of those. All of them. Make sure you're staying safe, you're staying sane, have some fun, enjoy your life.
And remember that you can set boundaries with ghosts too. They ain't above it all. They ain't above shit. Casper. Listen to Casper. Anyways, so goodbye. Bye, guys.
Bye.